Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Jamuna Tira Jamuna Tira Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Jamuna Tira Jamuna Tira Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajapacharya Stu Tarasata Shishamadi Divine Bliss ISKCON founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajapacharya Stu Tarasata Shishamadi Divine Bliss Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Kuri Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Guru Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyamakam Radha Kundu Giri Gauravadan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pritaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Titi Shantana Namaste Krishna Varāḥ Gaura Karana Shakti Narayanam Namaskritya Haram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire Masta Praesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloki Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-vinashakaya Chakshurāmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Lopistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuddhapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sahagatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajivam Sadhaitam Sadhutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakham Vitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visavanusute Devi Pranami Hari Priye Vanchakāpatarīdhya Kripāsindhya Patitānaṁ Pāvebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Katara Srimad Bhāgavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki. Reading from Srimad Bhāgavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 29. Explanation of Devotional Service. Text 29. tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido
śabda-vido varāḥ
tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ.
Matajis.
tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ
tatrāpi sparśa-vedibhyaḥ pravarā rasa-vedinaḥ tebhyo gandha-vidaḥ śreṣṭhās tataḥ śabda-vido varāḥ Tatra. Among them. Api. Moreover. Sparśa-vedibhyaḥ. Than those perceiving touch. Pravarā. Better. Rasa-vedinaḥ. Those perceiving taste. Tebhyo. Than them. Gandha-vidaḥ. Those perceiving smell. śreṣṭhās. Better. Tataḥ. Than them. śabda-vido. Those perceiving sound. varāḥ. Better. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, Lesi Bhaktivedanta Swami, śreṣṭhās. Among the living entities who have developed sense perception, those who have developed the sense of taste are better than those who have developed only the sense of touch. Better than them are those who have developed the sense of smell. And better still are those who have developed the sense of hearing. Please repeat. Among the living entities, who have developed a sense of perception, those who have developed the sense of taste are better than those who have developed only sense perception. Better than them are those who have developed the sense of smell. And better still are those who have developed the sense of hearing. Purport. Although Westerners accept that Darwin first expounded the doctrine of evolution, the science of anthropology is not new. The development of the evolutionary process was known long before the Bhāgavatam, from Bhāgavatam, which was written 5,000 years ago. There are records of the statement of Kapila Muni, who was present almost in the beginning of the creation. This knowledge has existed since the Vedic time, and all these sequences are disclosed in Vedic literature. The theory of gradual evolution or anthropology is not new to the Vedas. It is said here that amongst the trees, there are also evolutionary processes. The different kinds of trees have touch perception. It is said that better than the trees are the fish, because fish have developed the sense of taste. Better than fish are the bees, who have developed the sense of smell. And better than them are the serpents, because serpents have developed the sense of hearing. In the darkness of night, a snake can find it eatable simply by hearing the frog's very pleasant cry. The snake can understand. There is a frog, and he captures the frog simply because of its sound vibration. This example is sometimes given for persons who vibrate sound simply for death. One may have a very nice tongue that can vibrate sound like the frogs, but that kind of vibration is simply calling death. The best use of the tongue and of sound vibration is to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That will protect one from the hands of cruel death. So Prabhupada ki jai. So it is not the mercy of Darwin that we know the science of anthropology. It is not. Or Isaac Newton discovering law of gravity, or Mungo Park, who traveled across the river. They are fools who does not know anything until one day they have to discover this thing is existing, although I do not know about it, but it has been existing. The process of evolution has been existing right from the beginning of creation. How living entities gradually evolved. It is true that Darwin has some little experience. He has little experience. But he does not have a complete knowledge. His theory was human beings came from a monkey. Today we don't see human beings giving birth to monkey, or monkeys giving birth to human beings. We have not seen. So Prabhupada said maybe Darwin's mother is a monkey, but not his own. Neither our own. Our own are not monkeys. But he has a knowledge, he has some idea about evolution, which is the duty of Vedic culture. Even people who does not go to school, they have knowledge by hearing, by seeing how things are moving. One can get some knowledge. So here Kapila Muni is perfectly describing the scientific process of evolution. So he is perfect, is bona fide. We should learn from him, not from the scientists, who are simply speculators. So here is a graduation, the gradual process of evolution. And it is also based on the level of consciousness. The consciousness. It is said here that amongst the trees, there are also evolutionary processes. Because this, how many trees I have? How many trees we have? What the percentage? 2 million. 2 million species of plants. Trees. 2 million. Some trees, they feel pain. Even if you don't understand, but they feel pain. You cut a tree. They feel pain. they cry. But because you are not developed, you cannot hear the cry of the trees. Even when we are chasing animals to be killed, they are crying, seriously, begging for us to leave them alone, but we don't hear. Because they can feel the pain. They can feel the pain. Like all of us can feel the pain. Yesterday we discussed, if you don't have the knowledge of equal vision, we recognize the soul in the body, not only the soul in the body, that the super soul also is within the body. Without this knowledge, we will not feel the pain of others. We can do things harmful to others without feeling bad about it. Because our consciousness is as low as those entities who are not developed in consciousness. So in all species of life, there are different grades. All species of life, not only plant and trees, insects, bees, aquatics, birds, they are all varieties. Different species. The different species is according to the different level of consciousness, how we are able to perceive things. The different kinds of trees have touch perception. Therefore, they are superior to like the grass. We mentioned that the grass, a live grass and a dead grass. Superior is the plant, the trees. It is said that better than the trees are the fish, because fish have developed the taste, the sense of taste. So what is the difference between the tree and the fish? The fish has touch and it has taste. But the tree does not have taste, but it has touch. Therefore it's higher. Better than the fish are the bees, who have developed the sense of smell. So we have, in the fish we have touch, taste, and smell. Smell. The bees, bees are so special. They can go anywhere. The whole liquid is so special we're using. It's taken by bees, honey bee, from stool, from urine, from flowers. The bee can purify them and make them so auspicious that even the Supreme Personality of Godhead used that to bathe himself. And it's so sweet, so sweet. Better than the fish is serpent. Better than the bees, yeah. Better than the bees is serpent. What is the special quality of the serpent? Hearing. So in the serpent we have how many qualities? Touch, taste, smell, and hearing. So the snakes are better than the bees, the fish, the trees. Better. And now this is the essence of this sloka. What is the essence of this sloka? What is the essence of this sloka? Hearing. Hearing. In the darkness of night, a snake can find its eatable simply by hearing the frog's very pleasant cry. Very pleasant cry. Why Prabhupada use this word, pleasant cry? And Prabhupada has something in mind using this word, pleasant cry. The pleasant cry of a frog. We are talking, is it not? We talk seriously every day from morning till night. What is the value of our speech? What is the value of that? Is it not pleasing when we are talking? Is it not pleasing? But how pleasing, how wonderful is our pleasant talks if it has nothing to do with Krishna? We're simply waiting for death without preparation. Human beings will prepare before death comes. But pleasant talkers are simply wasting their time, no preparation, and forgetting that death is coming. Yes, we can forget about death, but death will not forget us. So the frog is crying, clucking very nicely. It's a very sweet music when you hear the clucking. It's a sweet music, especially in the morning. Those of us who are born in the village, we go to the stream to take a bath in the morning. So pleasing to hear the frog croaking. And when all of them are doing at the same time, so nice. Very nice. So Prabhupada said, pleasant cry. But the pleasant cry of the frog is that we are calling death to come. Meaning that as devotees, we should control our speech. We should learn how to control our speech. Because whatever we say can be two ways. Either it's a stone or it's a lotus flower. Our speech comes in two ways. A stone or lotus flower. Everybody knows that lotus flower is best, but not everybody is throwing lotus flowers at each other. We rather throw stones. Words which are offending are what? Stones. Words which are pleasing is what? Lotus flowers. Therefore, the scriptures and our charity they give us the process how to change our stone-like speech to lotus flower. How do we control our speech? Study of the Vedas. To regularly recite the Vedas, the scriptures. Regularly. That we chant every day. We chant it every day without understanding what it means. The scriptures are meant to regulate our speech so that we don't throw stones, but we throw lotus flowers. To control the speech, we have to engage the tongues in reciting the Vedas, the scriptures. It's austerity of speech. To recite the Vedas. austerity of speech. To chant the Hare Krishna mantra properly recommended here. The best use of the tongue and of sound vibration is to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have done two things at once. Right? Auspicious sound and the control of our tongue. Another way to control the tongue is prasadam. Taking only prasadam. Prasadam means not the food that does not contain untouchables. That is not prasadam. Prasadam means what the Lord has already eaten, the remnant. That is prasadam. To control the tongue, we should go for only prasadam. Only prasadam. To control the tongue. Taste Krishna prasadam. Chant the Krishna holy name. Chant Lord Krishna's pastimes. To talk about Krishna, the way to control the tongue also. So how many ways to control the tongue? Krishna Katha. Chanting also the holy name of Krishna, which also means glorification. To glorify Krishna with the tongue. Then Krishna prasadam. Then recite the scriptures. To recite the scriptures regularly. Nityam Bhāgavatam Sevaya. Chanakya Pandit recommend every human being should study the whole Bhagavad Gita every day. That I'm a human being means what? For any one of us to call ourselves human beings, Chanakya Pandit said we should do what? Recite the whole Bhagavad Gita, 700 verses every day. We are a human being. Oh, what about work? Hare Krishna. Will Chanakya come and take care of my family? He just speak philosophy. This is how Hare Krishna devotees thinks. In a company, at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, the CEO comes and all the managers and all the directors all come to a meeting. This year we made a 1 billion profit. Next year, 5 billion. He walk out. Is it not? He has given the assignment to the directors and the manager, and he has gone out. One sentence, he has finished his speech, he has gone out. The directors, the managers, now they will stay very long in a meeting to discuss how to implement it. This is going on in the secular world. But Hare Krishna devotees, we don't do it. After seminar, what do we do with it? And our seminar is not one sentence. It goes for 2 hours. In the secular world, 5 minutes, the CEO has finished with everybody. He has gone. He's waiting for the results. In the Hare Krishna movement, we speak for 2 hours, and then what happens? No result. Because we are transcendental. I don't like this word, transcendental. I like transformation. Thank you. You are hearing me. Thank you. I like transformation. Transformation will take us to transcendence. But if you start from transcendence, you will never get the transcendence. Here, the CEO, he just spoke for just a minute, he has gone. The directors will be there. So, how do we achieve this? That will go for days. And after the director finished, they pass everything to who? The managers. And the manager now have to make sure the factory is, they are working on it. What are the materials we need? We need more workers to join the company. All these things are the activities of the managers, not the CEO. In ISKCON, the CEO is speaking, not just one sentence, he's speaking for hours. At the end of it, everybody close the book. Wait for the next year's seminar. Isn't it? Waiting for the next year's seminar to be conducted. This is not good. This is not good. Nobody has become, I have never had from my bed, I have never had that theory makes one perfect. I have not had that. What makes one perfect? Practice. So after theory is knowledge to help us understand what to do, how to do it. Now we have to start doing it. But what we see is laziness. Laziness that we cannot scrutinize our scriptures. Only 2% of Hare Krishna devotees worldwide read our scriptures. That's a pass mark. Which student want to get 2% at his or her exam? Which student? And which teacher would like to see that his student have only 2%? Which teacher would like to see that? No teacher and no student want to have 2%. We want to have 100%. For us to have 100%, we need application. Application. So we want to see that our technologies are applied. Applied spiritual technologies is necessary for all of us to become successful in our Christian consciousness. Applied. Application. So the technologies we have already given here are four things. To constantly recite the scriptures. Bhagavad Gita has to be chanted every day. Of course, Chanaka Pandit, we are talking about evolution. He also gave chance for evolution. So if he cannot, then half of Gita. Then 1/4. Then 1 chapter. Then half a chapter. Then 1 slok. At least 1. And even if you cannot 1 slok, half a slok. And even if you can even do that, at least 1 word. At least 1 word. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Our acharyas are very merciful. They're very merciful, very kind. They don't just hang us on the air. They give us something to identify with, to make it a reality. At least, the idea is that at least we should practice. There's just 1 slok a day. Make it a habit. Is it not? What do you think our life will be like if you practice this? How our Krishna conscious life will be like? Blissful, very sweet, meaningful. Isn't it? It's so meaningful, so sweet. And that you don't even need to preach again. Your character, your Krishna consciousness will preach to whoever sees you. Sri Mahaprabhu was answering one question for 3 years. Who is a pure devotee? Who is a devotee? Who is a devotee? Who is pure? Who is a devotee? The last answer Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave was, he whom upon seeing automatically, spontaneously, one Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's a devotee. At the 3rd year, concluded. What does that mean? Our purity in our preaching, not just our words. That's the meaning. Our purity is preaching. Our character is preaching. If our word only preaches, we are like frogs. That is froggish mentality. Only speaking, no substance. Froggish mentality. We want to go beyond the theory to implementation. Who becomes satisfied just by looking at the wonderful nectarian person? Who becomes just satisfied? Don't look at, oh, that person is so wonderful. Just see her, just so nice person. Just see her. Prasad. Who becomes satisfied by that? We can only be satisfied when we are eating it, we are tasting it, we are relishing that. It will get nourished. Right? We have life to live. So let us don't remain on theory. Let us go beyond the theory. We should start practicing our Krishna consciousness. Very, very disgusting. It is tiring that after so many years, we are becoming feminists. The beginning of our Krishna consciousness is what? What's the beginning of our philosophy? I'm not the body. So for me, feminism means what? We are still at this level. When are we going to start Krishna consciousness? When? How is it that we don't realize that this is the body? It's not surprising, after so many years, we're still about the body. After so many years, we're chanting Hare Krishna. We are disturbing so many people. We're not caring for people. If you don't make advancement, we're not caring for devotees. We're not caring. If you don't make advancement, we're not caring. Because our lack of advancement is sending a very powerful message that this process is not working. The process is not working. If the process is working, why? So these questions are being asked in classes. Many times I've had this question asked in the class. How is that this devotee having a movement for these years and is treating devotees like this? This person is chanting Hare Krishna 20 years. He's treating people like this. This question is being asked many times in the class. Why? theory, no practice. We have wonderful prasadam, not eating. When we get sick, we wonder, why am I sick? Why am I sick? You are sick because you are not eating nicely. All right? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhāgavatam ki
Jai.
comments, questions? When I read, I don't understand. Maybe some things, but majority I don't understand. What is responsible for that, and what is the solution? First thing, what is responsible for that is that while we are reading, we are thinking of something else at the same time. No concentration. So we will discuss practical technologies to cover this Bhaktivedanta Ashram seminar on reading. We'll discuss more on it. While we are reading, at the same time, we are worried about so many things. Our attention is not there. We are not connected with what we are reading. There's no connection. If as soon as you close the book, nothing is there. Reading is a science. It is meditation. It's communication. It's association. We'll explain how reading is association. I'll give you an example. This slok we treated today in the purport. In the purport, how many personalities are in this purport? The sloka we study now today. How many personalities are in this sloka? How many personalities? You see, we're not connecting. That's the problem. How many personalities are in this sloka today, this morning, this one? How many personalities? One? No. The sloka. Let's look at the personality in the sloka first. Kapila Dev, yes. Kapila Dev is speaking. To who? Dev. So how many people are there? And then? Pravarā, the Purport, right? And then? Sukadev Goswami. And then? Sutta Goswami. And then? Parikshit Maharaj. You see? You see how many people are in this sloka? In one place. Right? Just see. Reading means to identify these personalities. This is reading. If you read like this, we'll remember. And it means what? We are associating with these personalities. And in some purport, you see Prabhupada is quoting Vishwanath Chakravarti, is quoting Sutta Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami. He's quoting Baldev Vidyabrisham. You see, in many personalities we are associating with, just in one place. Why devotees are lacking association? Laziness. Laziness. So this is the problem, why we don't remember what we read. The mind is disturbed with so many things. So when we are trying to read, the mind is not reading. The mind is not connected, it's not reading. Then we forget. So what is the cure? In some few months ago, a devotee asked me, how do you read Prabhupada's books? I said, I don't read Prabhupada's books, I study Prabhupada's books. I study. So it means I will go through it systematically, word by word, try to understand. Identify Prabhupada and all the personalities in this law. This is studying. Study. We have association with all these great personalities. In my life, I can say that I have enjoyed, I'm enjoying Bhagavatam. I can say that. I can say that. If you know this Bhagavatam, how sweet Bhagavatam is. You know something is sweet when you taste it. So Bhagavatam should be studied under devotee. This is a recommendation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Study Bhagavatam under a devotee. Then you can taste the sweetness of the Bhagavatam. The taste will come out. So the solution is that we should allow the mind to read. A few days ago we mentioned the things we do the mind are pure, they're perfect. The things we do with the senses are not complete, they're not pure, they're not bona fide. The things we do with the mind. So if you are reading with the mind, we will remember, we will absorb in it. I mean, the man is studying, the man is reading, is relishing. That's the process. So if we want to read, some years ago here in Borussia we discussed prayerful reading in Prem Gorangi Mataji's house. We discussed about prayerful reading. I'm sure she has forgotten. We discussed prayerful reading. Prayerful reading is very, very powerful. You'll see how powerful it is when you do prayerful reading. You become powerful. Because it brings purification, it becomes very powerful. Alright? So I'm going to read like that. Good.
Looking at the text, sit among the living entities, does this not also classify the different stages that the ego passes through?
Ego is all day. Ego is say this body itself is what? It's ego. This body. And in Kali Yuga, because we are too much attached to the body, the only thing which does not go away is false ego. False ego progresses. The goodness goes down. But the quality of goodness is going down every day. But false ego does not go down. False ego goes up every day. Is it right? Huh? Yes. Those who cannot read. What about those who cannot read? How do I perform the austerity of Swadhyaya Jagya? In Bhagavad Gita, Swadhyaya Jagya. tapojagya. How do I perform the austerity or the sacrifice of studying the Vedas if I cannot read? So Prabhupada said, hear it. Hear from those who can read. So hear from those who can read. Nothing is impossible if we have interest. Nothing is impossible if we have interest. The interest will make everything possible. So a devotee who knows I cannot read, get devotees who can read. Can you read this for me? So we sit together and read. We hear. You get the same result. If you hear attentively, you get the same result. Hear it. You get the same result. And then Prabhupada confirms that. It is better to hear them than reading them. He is not saying we should not read, but you see, if you have two things, what is it? Those who cannot read, what to do? So we're disqualified? No. Hear. If you hear attentively. Parashit Maharaj, did you read or he had? He had. And what happened? He attended, got ahead. Hearing. But that was the bona fide hearing. We also discussed bona fide hearing. We discussed bona fide hearing also. Many times. Here in Mauritius. And many other places. Hearing. Very important. Of all the senses in our body, which is the most powerful? Hearing. Hearing. If you are asleep, your eyes will see. Huh? Your tongue will work. Huh? Nothing else will work. Only the ear works. So hearing is important. And Srila Prabhupada said what? International Society for Krishna Consciousness is meant for hearing. I established this society to give people a chance to hear. So just come and sit down and hear. Just hear. Everything will become manifest. Hearing. Provided it is qualified. We should hear.
What is the value of programs where devotees come together just to read together? Because we have the impression that reading is an individual activity for us. So,
what the importance of devotees coming together and read? It is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Just like we come together to chant together, if we come together and read together, it's very powerful. Very powerful because our energy will complement each other. That is the importance of coming together. Those who have taste will affect us who doesn't have taste. If we come together and hear from them and read with them, we will develop our taste. It's very, very powerful to read together. We should read individually and we should also read collectively. Very, very, very powerful. Very purifying. So do it. This is done regularly in Chopati temple. In Chopati, they do this regularly. They have individual reading 1 hour, and every devotee come together and read. Very purifying. I know he is Solid Keshava Maharaj. He read loud, not silently. Very powerful. Very powerful. Because the sound is coming out and entering back. And that gives the purification. When you read loud, when you hear, you chant loud. The sound that comes back is what purifies. The Hare Krishna mantra which we chant. And the Vedic sound which comes. Therefore, hearing is strange because what we chant is not what we purify. What we hear from our chanting that purifies. All right?
We had several times about the word pure devotee. Can you please explain what is a
Pure devotee. Many things, and many ways of pure devotee. Beginning from nectar of instruction, right? Vacho, Begam. Manasa, Kroda, Begam. Jiva, Begam. Udara Upasa, Begam. Who is that? Pure devotee. Therefore, Rupa Goswami said, you are what? Jagat Guru. It's pure devotee. Now you have license. The license is not because I'm 100 years old. The license is not because I eat one banana there in the forest. The license to be Jagat Guru is what? The senses are under full control. The Goswami. So Srila Prabhupada intended that every Hare Krishna devotee should become a Goswami. His Prabhupada's interest is to make all of us Goswamis. Goswamis. And if you go to, it's for Bhagavad Gita, you go to Bhagavad Gita 18:11. Prabhupada made all ISKCON devotees, grihasthas, or swamis. Goswamis. He said, there are many people in this International Society for Krishna Consciousness who work very nicely in their offices. Whatever they end they give to Krishna, these are Goswamis. They're sannyasis. Pure devotee. We already quote Sichan Prabhu. It's a pure devotee. His presence makes you to spontaneously chant Hare Krishna without preaching to you. It's a pure devotee. Automatically, just by seeing him or her, your interest in Krishna will sprout. It's a pure devotee. And if you go to the Mundaka Upanishad, Tat Bigyanara Tam Sa Gurum Eva Biga Chet Samit Poni Shrotriyam Brahmanistam. It's a pure devotee. Shrotriyam Brahmanistam. He has scientifically had the scripture from a self-realized soul, and he himself has realized it to come to the conclusion, Krishna's to Bhagwan Swayam. His life is like that. Pure devotee. A pure devotee will speak only about Krishna. Only about Krishna. It's a pure devotee. His interest and Krishna's interest is one. Is pure devotee. He's not a separatist. What Krishna wants, what he does. What he wants, that's Krishna does. They are one. It's pure devotee. A pure devotee. From my childhood, music is my best interest. At that time, musicians are not recognized. They are not recognized. Their head are not correct because they smoke ganja. Music has nothing to do with ganja. Music has nothing to do with it. But like other things else, people added things to whatever we do and make it nasty for people. Musicians smoke ganja, their head is poor. Women and drinking, that is profession. They are 100% outside. If I didn't do it because which parent would like to train child for useless life? Not like today. Today people are so I didn't do. When I finished college, I started working. I started doing the music myself. But now I can train myself. I have money to pay for whatever I want to do. So I did. My favorite. When I came to ISKCON, it delayed me to take to Krishna consciousness, because when Gurudev told me, move to the temple, I said, what about my music? Come to temple, I didn't see anything here. Of course, now we have so many sannyasis, gurus who are powerful musicians. So it delayed me. I was thinking, what about me, my music? What about this? Anyway, by his mercy, I finally came in. But after some years, I got some friends who started playing in the temple. And I made the record. So I gave the record to Gurudev. He played it. It was heavy reggae, heavy. Gurudev played it 3 days. Then he called one other powerful musician who is already a success in music. He called him and he gave him the music. He also played and he said, this is heavy reggae. Who did this? So Gurudev said, one of my disciples. So the Gurudev called me. And he gave me Nectar of Devotion. He was reading Nectar of Devotion. He already marked it. So when I came, he gave it to me to read. I was reading, and I came to the section. Rupa Goswami was describing mixed devotional service, and he said, just like what you are doing, is mixed devotional service. So I said, now I understand why I'm reading this. So he said, stop it. Just stop it. He saw the future. He already saw the future. People do what he knows, and they are meant to protect us. He saw the future. Yes, you'll be successful, you will get money, you get fame, but your devotion, you have a problem. Because you don't want to marry, but when you are there on the stage, all the girls will dance with you on the stage. You will say, no, brahmachari, on here, in this place, will you do that? And when you enter there, you'll be gone. So I dropped my guitar education. Pure devotee, they know the future of the devotees, the disciples. They know the future. And their duty is to make it, to protect it. So he protected me, pure devotee. Srimad Bhāgavatam ki, Prabhupada ki.
His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj.